Hello, I just thought I would do a Hobonichi haul. This is my first box that I got a few weeks ago, and I've had it for a bit, so everything's kind of unpacked. I've even started using some things, and I think I'm just gonna do a quick show of what all I got for my first haul. It was just originally part of my plan to do 2 hauls, because I wanted to get some things before the Hobonichi release in October, and then do another order at a later date. So I got the Himitsu Stranger cover in A5 size. I'm using it already. I put an A5 clear cover on it, and I got this cover for my Commonplace notebook. So I really enjoy the look of this cover. I know when I got it, I was staring at it for a bit, just looking at all the drawings, and I was really torn between if I wanted to get an A6 or an A5, and I think an A5 was the better option because I think that's just a lot of the journals I use are A5 size, and I did want a cover for my Commonplace, which is a Stalogy A6 365. So that's that. I also got the 2 guidebooks. So I got the guidebook for this year, which I'll just do a quick flip through. And I just do this as like a collector's thing, and I really like the fact that there's a catalog of all the covers at the end of the guidebook for the year. And I also got the 2023 guidebook because that's one I didn't manage to get, and it was still on the site, so I took my chance. There are stickers at the back of this one, and I'm not sure if I'll use them or not. I feel like I should because things are meant to be used, but I also am feeling a little precious about it right now. So maybe after some time I might be able to use it. So those are that. I also got this other cover. I don't think I've seen anybody really buy this. I was immediately drawn to this cover, and I also wanted to get the ivory cover in the A6 size, but that went out of stock when I was doing this order, and it was meant to come back in stock before October, but it hadn't yet, and I kind of just wanted my one-piece order, so I kind of let that cover go, and if it's still around next year, during like August or September, might still buy it, but for now I've like let that go. And I really enjoyed this cover, so I got this cover. I intend to put this under a clear cover, and I guess this will give away what else I bought, but I also got the Himitsu Stranger postcards because I really liked all the art, and I intend to put one of these 3 on the front. So I feel like this looks really great, or these 3 look really great, and I still can't decide which one is gonna go on the front cover. So I'm just deciding between those for now. Now that I look at it, I think the red one looks the best, so that's probably the one I'll end up using. So that's another cover. I wanted to get something from the Spy Family collection, so I got the folders. Oh, let me find all of them. They're kind of scattered all over. So for now, these 2. I got the folders, the A6 folders. This one's in use. It's got some pictures in it, and here. I watched the Spy Family anime, and I really enjoy it. I do find that the covers that they made for the Spy Family felt a little lazy to me. And I felt like they could have just put in a little bit more effort, but I'm willing to kind of just like let that go because it's not a big deal. I didn't buy it because I thought it was not the most creative collection, but I did really like these pencil boards, so I got the Week's pencil board, and this is the other folder from that collection, and I also have an A6 pencil board, which is actually in this other journal. So this journal is also for next year. This will be my planner for next year. This A6 cover I bought this year, but I bought it from JetPen since it wasn't, they weren't selling this cover on, they weren't selling it in Hobonichi. I really enjoyed this cover. Better than the red one they released in 2023, I believe. And inside this I have the Sterling Ink A6 Common Planner, because I found that works better for me. And here I have the A6 Spy Family pencil board, which I think is really adorable in this tiny small size. And then I also have the Yumi Kitagishi A6 pencil board. I believe this is in the room, and everybody's gotten everything from this collection. Initially I was also drawn to the collection, but the more I looked at it, the more it felt like it was kind of missing that draw. It felt like a more of a short-lived love than like something that lasts, so I decided not to buy it. And this will be my planner for next year. I did have some trouble as far as fitting in the A6 book into the A6 cover, which I was not expecting, because this is thicker than the A6 books Hobonichi makes. So I did end up cutting off a little bit of the back cover. I'm not sure if that was necessary, because it might have even eventually kind of eased into it, but I did cut off like less than 1/4 of an inch off the back cover, and it seems to work just fine. And I think Hobonichi covers do tend to grow with their books. And I think, since I already mentioned, I did get the Himitsu Stranger postcard set. These are all the ones that are included. I'm not going to open them right now, just simply because, frankly, I can't be bothered. I took the chance to get the Ryuji folders as well. One of them is in use. The donkey one, the chicken, and the cat. And I thought these designs were really cute, and I wanted to have it in some form. And in my first haul, I also got the small drawer pouch, Ryuji Arai's collection, the donkey. I was thinking of getting this in the small pocket pouch. However, I do have like 2 of those already, and I don't really need another one of those size. So I got this, and I really enjoy the colors, especially this like really vibrant neon yellow. And I bought this to be my emergency pouch. So I have a little square pouch in my bag that I carry that has like emergency things like hand sanitizer, wipes, band-aids, lighter, like a little screwdriver, a bunch of common things like that. And I thought this might work, but this doesn't quite fit everything, so I might use it for other just other things that go in a bag. Pouches are always useful, and I do intend to use this drawer pouch, and I really enjoy the feel of it. The polyester is way smoother than I thought it would be, so I enjoy that. I also really like how busy the back is compared to how like minimal and simply drawn the front is. So that's that. I also got the Komodo flat pouch, and this is specifically for I got the basic black color, and this is for annotation. So I read my books on the go, on the train, on the bed, and I find annotation really hard when I'm on the bed because I keep losing my pens in the sheets or underneath my body, or if I'm on the train I can't really have a ton of pens out around me. So I thought having this like on the book as I read might help. And now this is very much like I'm not sure if I should have bought this. I don't really know if this is going to be used as I want to use it unless I actually use it, because I don't know if I like the feeling of this being on the book as I am holding it and reading it. So this is something I'll just try out and see if it works, and I really hope it does. And if it doesn't, I'll find some other way to use it. And I don't think it will be something that I've like totally wasted my money on or anything. And this is just clear covers for my other covers. And there's a very calculated amount of this because I knew the amount of covers I would be getting. I got an extra one of these. Actually, that's not true. I got the Chopper's Emotion Sticky Note set. I got this last year. Somehow ended up in my box as I was going through my Hobonichi things. So I actually got that last year. And I got 2 black refills because I always use up my black ink. And always need more. They did change the packaging for this, which I don't know if I'd say it. Wait, I don't really know where I was going with that. I do like this new packaging better. And I like how the paper molds to the refill, which small things. I also got this is clearly out of its packaging. I also got the One Piece Versatile Clear Stamp Set, which was still available and finally got. I don't really use stamps all that much, but these are definitely really some cute designs that I thought might be fun to have. And I'm a big One Piece fan, so it was worth it for that. And then I also got this keychain from the Uchitsuke collection. This was a really old collection, and I'm still surprised. Excuse me. I'm surprised they're still selling products from this collection. But I thought it'd be nice to have a keychain. I've really gotten into bags lately, so part of that is also like buying keychains to go on bags, and I thought this was really adorable. This is way smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like this big, but I'm fine with this size as well. And finally, for my first collection, I got this pin badge, and this is I believe Mirai. I wanted Daikubutsu, but that wasn't available. That went out of stock. And then my second choice was Sandy, and that also went out of stock. So I ended up buying this. I kind of forgot to mention, but the Himitsu Stranger stuff is, I believe, a collaboration between rock band singer Janeda and an illustrator, based on Spitz's album, to do art based on the album. And I listened to the album after Hobonichi announced that they were doing this collection, and I really enjoyed the music, so I ended up getting parts of the collection. So now this is all new to me stuff that I got this haul. I'm incredibly excited, so I might be screaming and squealing a little bit, and that's just part of the Hobonichi fun, I guess. I already cut this, so I guess we'll just get into it. And I didn't get the blue box for my last order, which was kind of shocking, to be honest, because I do collect those as well. So I'm hoping I get a blue box in this box. Okay, I'm trying not to scream. Just to say, while we're here, that for this order, I did have to fill out like a TCSA form for FedEx, because I ordered, oh my god, okay, let me just move this out of the way so we can unbox these things one at a time. I'm kind of losing my mind. I'm a little overwhelmed. You can see what I've got. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way, and we'll go through it slowly. And I do see that I got the box, which I'm very relieved about. So I guess I'll just start from the small stuff. As you can see, I bought a lot of things from the One Piece release. Got a lot of things from the One Piece release, because I'm a big fan of One Piece, as I've said before. So the Correction Pen Slim, which is a whiteout pen, was what caused like some kind of clearance issue. So I had to fill out a TSCA form for it, which was interesting. I had to do that last year, except last year FedEx didn't actually tell me what the issue was, so I had to do some research on Reddit, of course, to find out what was holding up my parcel. This year I actually got an email from a person telling me exactly what to do, which forms to fill out, how to fill them out, which was unexpected, but I was kind of grateful for that. And by the way, last year what held up my parcel was the refills, but this year it was not the refills, it was this thing, which is I think one of the reasons why Hobonichi might have limited a lot of the pens that they sell to Japan only. Okay, so the pencil boards this year, they've done it like in a different style entirely. Than the past 2 years. I've collected all of those pencil boards as well. And I think it's really interesting that they chose to go, hold on a second. It's really interesting that they chose to go with like these like color schemes with the art. And I think it's actually a really interesting choice by them. That's the A5 size pencil board. And then we have the weak size pencil board, which is ASL, which stands for Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, which I know there are a lot of people who were introduced to One Piece through Hobonichi, or might have gotten interested through Hobonichi, and I do feel a little sad about the fact that some of these things include some pretty major spoilers, but what can you do? This is also lovely. And then we have, oh my god! Then we also have the Yamato and Ace pencil board. I think, as usual, everything from from Hobonichi looks better in person. And I think this is actually my favorite, because online this was my favorite design, but I think this has to be my favorite design, because Ace is also one of my favorite characters in One Piece, and it's great to see him. That's all the One Piece pencil boards. And then I also picked up this A6 pencil board from Keiko Shibata, which has just these silly llamas dancing in the wind, I believe is what it's called. I love the lively bright pink background. As you can see, I collect pencil boards, so I do have more than I absolutely need, but I have no problem with that, because I almost see them as little pieces of art. They almost serve as art prints, so I could put them on my wall. I also got these anything pocket. I got the card size and the ticket size, or it's the other way around. Anyhow, there's 10 of these, there's 5 of these. I bought them because sometimes I'll have too many photos on a page to stick, so I can just kind of file them in here. And sometimes I'll also want to stick like packaging into my journal, and they might not be the most adhesive friendly, so it might be easier to just fold them in here rather than try to stick them in my journal. So I have those. I also got I got 2 of the sticky pads, or not the sticky pads, the sticky tabs with the Straw Hat crew, which I feel is a little sad that there's only 6 when there are 10 crew members. Some of the people are left out, but I still really enjoy this. Plus, I bought 2 so I can actually use one, because as you could see, I hadn't used the chopper one. I think I'll use them while I'm reading the One Piece manga. I also got this speech bubble stencil, and I actually got this for a very, very specific purpose. Sometimes I'll have like picture overflow where I'd have extra images, and sometimes I'll put them in pages I've missed previously, and I use the A5 cousin, by the way, for journaling, and so when I do that, I'll usually draw a speech bubble to highlight that, and put the date down of where the photos come from. So I thought these would be actually fun to use when I do that, because my speech bubble are not the most perfect. I also got the Puchito 6 stamps for One Piece once again. I thought this was amazing. I do think the price for this was a little absurd because these were $10, but it's One Piece and I'm a sucker for that, so I still got it. And then I got the letter memo pad set, which I will be so honest, I don't actually have the opportunity to use as much as I want to, but it is paper and I will eventually use it, so I don't feel bad having it. We've got Luffy, Enel, which I feel like Enel is not an important enough character for him to have one of the pages here, so that's alright. I think this is Robin and Wano, and then this is one of my favorite characters, so I love to have him here. Bartolomeo? Wow, I am completely blanking on his name. And then, ooh, I can't actually remember this scene. And then that's Dory, I believe, and then Zoro, and that's it. I think it is interesting where they choose these designs, because these are not particularly, like, there's so many big moments in One Piece, and these are also still big moments, but they're not particularly the big moments I think you would think of when you think of One Piece. I don't know if that's making any sense. I got the A6 Dragon flat pouch. I was really debating this one because I wasn't sure about if I should get it or not. And the reason why I got it is because ooh, this leather is way stiffer than I thought it would be. The reason I got it because it looks gorgeous, of course, and it seems very practical, of course. Ooh, and this fabric is way thicker and stiffer than I thought it was. I thought it would be more flimsy, but it's not. It's quite a bit more sturdier than I thought it would be. And I bought this just as an extension for hold on, let me check if my phone is actually recording still. Huh? All right, I've confirmed that we're still recording. So I got this flat pouch just once again for a pouch, just to as organization within my bag. This will so this is my A5, not A5, my A6 Hon, One Piece Hon from last year, and this will fit inside with room to spare. The pen can go on top. Close it all up. It's a really nice fit. You can definitely fit more stuff here. I'll probably use it for something other than my journals, but it is made for your Hobonichi journal, like an A6 Hon, and like your pen, notepads, and whatnot. So that's that, and I really enjoy this. The pen for this year, I think is alright. I enjoy it, but I also don't love it. I think I definitely prefer 2023 and 2024's pen better. I'll still use it because I love the Jetstream, and they're one of my favorites. And I bought, I've gotten 2 of those. My sister did say that she loved the color, so I might give her one. Those are that, and that are those. I got an A5 notebook because over the past year I've had moments where I was like, I'm doing this new thing and I need a new notebook for that, and I've had to like wait a week or so to buy a notebook. So now I just want to keep just one notebook at hand in case I need it. And I got another A6 notebook as well. So now I'll be getting into the box. Ooh. I'm so glad to finally have the box. This box is actually really gorgeous this year. It's so beautiful. And I'm glad to finally have it. I was really afraid they might once again send me a box without the blue box. But I think they did that last time because I didn't order anything year specific. Let me get my knife so that I can cut into this. I'm gonna keep the box. I don't really need to keep the sticker because the sticker will be with the box, as expected. And of course I use my boxes to store other Hobonichi things. Ooh, it's so stiff because it's so new. Okay, everything is in here. Oh my god! Okay, I'm calm. I will actually open these now because, ooh, that's very loud. My favorite is the black and the blue one, so I really hope I get that. And my least favorite is the one with the 4 leaves, and everything else is just fine. Oh yes, oh yes, okay. F, yes. My brother did, my brother was much younger than me, did buy a Hobonichi, made a Hobonichi order, and he didn't like the cover he got because he got the 4-leaf cover, which both of us don't like. So he's hoping that I have one that I can trade with him that he likes. So as long as the other two aren't. Oh, okay. This is the one I didn't want to get, but I'll still use it, of course. And the final one. I hope it's a different one. Do you see the funky stuff that's going on here? I wonder what they were up to. Ooh, I got 3 different ones. That's actually pretty rare. I think this year that did not happen. The only problem is, I think I can give this to my brother because this is my favorite one. The reason why I really like this blue and black one is because it looks like the cover of one of my favorite book series, called The Monsterologist, which is a really underrated like YA series that I'd recommend everybody to check out. So that's one of my favorites. And these are some pretty hefty notebooks. I actually think the freebie for this year is the most like in line with what stationery lovers would buy. Or I guess that's not an accurate statement, but most like non-offensive type of freebie I've seen from Hobonichi. I also got an A6 notebook for the same reasons I mentioned before. And I'm just gonna take these out and we can look at them closer. Ooh. Of course, I bought my cousin for the year. I've been using the cousin. This is my 4th year using the cousin, and my 4th year buying Hobonichi. I'm in love with the cousin. I think it's really awesome. Last year I used an Avec, and I'll be so honest, the Avec was an excuse to buy 2 covers, because I do that thing where all of my books have a cover, and I archive the cover with the book. So I did that, but it's just not as satisfying to me. It's just not gotten as thick over the year as I would like to. So I'm actually gonna go back to the cousin, and this year I'm happy to say that I did just like really fall in love with one like specific A5 cover, the one with the stripes. So that's gonna be that. I'm not gonna open this now, but we know what this is. Actually, I will open this now because I have something to say. Okay, this is, I don't want to ruin it, but this is much harder than I'd like. Finally open. And of course it's the cousin. It's just different when you first get it. It seems skinnier than I remember it being. And I don't know, I thought it was thicker. I guess it's been a while since I've seen a Hobonichi cousin, like a brand new one. I did get the English version because everything else I got is going to be in Japanese, so might as well. And I do want to know what the quotes say. So that's that. The pamphlet for this year, I really love. I think it's gorgeous. I think the fact that they went with something a little bit more dramatic is actually so cool. I plan to put this up in my bedroom as soon as possible because I actually think this is such an awesome piece of artwork. And I was actually really upset. I was personally offended, actually, to find out that a lot of people didn't like this and thought it was straight up creepy. And so I was just a little upset. But that's it from me. It is what it is. We move on. I also bought a 5-year journal. I'll be so honest with you guys. I bought one in 2022. And I got through it for 3 years. I used it very imperfectly. And because I've used it imperfectly, I wasn't feeling it. And I'm allowing myself to try once again. And I don't want to be wasteful, and I don't want to not use it. But at the same time, I do want to give myself another chance. But if I don't use this one, I will give up on the Hobonichi A5. I might still try like the Leuchtturm A5, like some lines a day, or the Midori 5-year. Sorry, I meant Leuchtturm 5-year, not A5. But I will give up on the Hobonichi one because I don't want to waste journals. And then we get a little guidebook, I think, for what the layout of the 5-year looks like, a little sample page. I've seen some really great layouts of people using the 5-year, and I think just about everybody in the journaling community knows about James Lee Berg and his 5-year journal, which I really enjoy, and is really inspiring to me. And so I want to try it once again. I do have a red leather cover for my 5-year that my 5-year will go in. And I plan to just do regular journaling on the left side here. I was thinking tentatively that I would force myself to do one highlight of the day, because I do really extensive journaling in my A5 cousin, and I found that when I was writing in here, I was kind of just summarizing what I wrote in my A5 cousin, and I kind of got bored to journal twice the same thing. And it almost felt more than twice, because often what would happen is throughout the day, I've been journaling for so long that throughout the day I'll have moments where it's like, I want to write about this later. If I'm on the train, sometimes I'll be like thinking about journaling, and so I'll like journal in my head almost about what I'm gonna say to my journal later on when I can get to it. So oftentimes when I'm journaling, it feels like I've already thought about what I want to write about. And I'm just transcribing things instead of thinking through them for the first time. So sometimes it feels like I'm doing it almost like a third time when I come here. All that yapping to say that I think I was just feeling that it was redundant. So this would be just one highlight of the day. And one highlight of the day being like I could write Hobonichi in all caps across the space. And that's my journaling. And I know what that means. And this place here I'm thinking it could be prompts. So I might write down a prompt each day and answer it throughout the 5 years. Or it could just be like a random space to add some images, stickers, whatnot. So this is kind of just going to be a free-flowing space, and we'll see what we do. I think I bought my last 5-year when the box was yellow. And I do think I preferred the yellow box, but it would be cool to store it in the boxes as we go along. So that's my 5-year. That was a lot of just a long-running spiel. I'm not really going through any like actually formatting, or I'm not doing like a flip through and showing you what's in the planners, because I expect you guys already know about that. And there's plenty of like comparison videos on YouTube that will walk you through that. I guess I would say this is purely a haul video. And then I have my cover here. Ooh. This is also by Kiko Shibata. I forget the name of this cover. I guess bread in the wind? No. Cats on bread. That is what this is. And I was between buying the Ivory cover, the Ivory A6 cover, or this cover. And there's a little die cut, a little artist information cutout. What are these called? And it's the same illustration that's on the A5 cover for this year. And I just really adore this cover. It's very whimsical and cute. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for. I do have an A6 Japanese learning journal that I might use this for, or this might be in reserve for if like since I bought that A6 notebook, if I ever use that A6 notebook, I have a spare A6 cover for it. And I really thought this cover was incredibly gorgeous and sweet, so I bought it because that's how you spend money. And then finally we have two things, and both of these are from the One Piece collection. I got the ASL cover, which I think is absolutely beautiful, and once again is way more gorgeous in person than it was on the photos. And I knew it would be, but it always kind of takes me by surprise. Another thing that takes me by surprise is how small A6 covers are, because they're just so small. And I think I just have really big hands, because I'll see videos of people unboxing things, and to me they don't seem like they're as small, but then they come into my hands and suddenly they're the tiniest, teeny tiny things in the world. Any hoosers, I think the front, ooh, the fabric is different. It's almost cottony. It's not cottony. It feels a little fuzzy. It's not straight, it's not the same feeling as the Himitsu Stranger cover or the Colors covers, I believe. It feels kind of different, which I didn't expect. The front is taken from manga panels from the original manga, I believe. And then the interior panels are from an alternative reality story, I believe, called Love, about ASL. And this cover is, like, in some ways a big spoiler. But I hope the people who are interested in One Piece don't actually look too closely at what's going on, because I really do want people to find out what happens in One Piece on their own. I'm gonna take these out later because they're taped together and I don't want to ruin them. And then it comes with the little livery card that has come with all the covers and techos. And now, finally, I really love this cover. It's so gorgeous. I'm so glad I bought it. I love spending money. And finally, I got the... Oh, okay. Sorry. I got the Hon with the red cover. Oh, that is very loud. Excuse me for a bit. Okay, so okay. Sorry, it's so gorgeous. I think I'm losing my mind. Okay. So last year I bought this Hon, which I use for something a little strange. And it's, I'll copy down, like, I'll copy down, like, I'll get memes from the page. And it seems really pointless. They're not all printed. Some of these are, this is terrible writing, but sometimes you just want to use your journal and not overthink it, and sometimes it turns out bad. But it's just, I copy down memes, I copy down text from the internet. A lot of these are like Tumblr posts. I copy down sometimes stuff from books I've read. I've also copied down like diagrams on the internet. And part of this is, oh, I want to use this book. Another part of this is I want my Hobonichi Haul, which I really love and admire, and I think is gorgeous. I want this book to be, when I flip through, filled with things that may bring me joy or made me think, or is some way gonna help me like become a better person. And it's also third part of that is I want to become a more quote unquote conscious consumer. When I scroll on media, I like something as I'm scrolling, and then I'll send it to myself, and then I read it again later when I'm looking at things I thought I want to copy down later. And in that way, I'm kind of slowing down how I consume media and how I think through the media that's given to me. And once again, with these like posts, this is an artist I really liked, and oftentimes I find that when I'm looking at artists on social media, I like it and I kind of move on. I don't think about it. For this, I had to screenshot it, send it to myself, format it on a page, cut it out, print it, cut it out, and then paste it on the page. And throughout all of that, I looked at it multiple times, and I think that that really slows down the way in which I absorb media. And I thought that might be good for me because I feel like we're all familiar with the overstimulation and the barragement of just art and text and all these thoughts and ideas and people talking at you on the internet, and it is good to take a step back and kind of evaluate that, and so that's that. Currently I'm not very far with this journal. I'm like in April, so I have quite a bit to go, and I'm not rushing myself because it doesn't matter. The dates really don't matter, and it will get filled up anyway as long as I do a little at a time. And then so this journal either might be the same thing once I finish the other journal, or it might be and this is an idea I'm stealing off from what Hobonichi themselves. Oh no, I'm so upset. Oh no. Okay, I'm being dramatic, but Panaman, I don't have Panaman on the front page. He's up here. No, I don't have a full Panaman. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm not really, but I wanted a full Panaman, like a flat Panaman. He's so silly. Okay, that's all right. It's all right. I promise it's all right. I'm fine. Actually, I'm though. I'm okay. It's not that big of a deal. The free pencil board, which I really don't like, because I don't like the thick plastic it's in, and I really don't need it, and I hate the weird plastic like pen hook thing. It's good that they give it, but I don't like the style in which it is. Anyhow, this is gorgeous. It's tiny, it's small, it's glorious, it's kind of flexible, malleable, and the interior is just a day a page. This is actually the special one-piece version, so it does have the contents of the one-piece edition of the original. So there's art from every front page of the month has like a panel, and there's panels here. All the quotes are from One Piece, and I think these quotes for this version are sourced from surveys to the readers. And there's also a birthday, and so the other idea I could use this for was to draw the character whose birthday it is on that day on the page, and this would take me an absurdly long amount of time because I don't really sketch daily and I'm not in that kind of habit, and sketching takes me a lot of time, and I'm incredibly busy with college and like work, so I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but it's so exciting when I saw like the person, I think one of the people that was interviewed for how they used their One Piece Hon did do that, and their Hon looks so good, and I kind of want to do the same, but it would take a lot of effort and would be a lot of commitment. And I try to remind myself that everything doesn't have to be 100% to be like done. So not all of these pages have to be me sketching. Some of these pages could still be the way I use my other hand. And that could be an idea, but I just like the idea of a book full of sketches, especially like One Piece sketches. So I just fight between my ideal reality and what I can actually do. Either way, this journal is going to get used. I'm not worried about that. I will say this panel, which I will not reveal, spoils, let me double check, hold on. Yes, it does. It spoils the most recent iteration of Luffy, which is incredibly recent. Most people haven't gotten into it. And I really hate that they did that, because it's obviously different. You can obviously tell that it is a spoiler. So yeah. What is hilarious though is a full page of Eno being surprised was included in the Hon, which I think is hilarious, and I can't believe they did that. I also really like all the extra pages with, and this scene, this moment has always made me cry. I love this moment, and I'm glad they included it. And I think this must be from my vague memories of what they were saying, or what I read on the site. I do think this is readers voted best moments or best panels. So we got Shanks giving the hat to Luffy, Gold Roger laughing. This one I don't recognize. And this is them pulling up at Fishman Island. And the scene is at Skypiea, Perona, that spoiler scene, the cherry blossoms in Drum Island, and then oh yeah, this is when Luffy first met Zoro and they were fighting Axe Hand Morgan. The favorites page, which has Boa Hancock on it, which makes sense. Nekomamashi and Inuarashi when they were young, and Brook. Any hoosers, I'm a fan of One Piece and I'm getting carried away. This is the last bit of my haul, I believe, and that's pretty much it. And I guess that's it for me. Hoosers.